going to jump across to on the radar. Now, this is something that I suppose comes under safety as well, and I don't mean to be like I think we haven't gone political in on the radar stuff lately, but obviously the City of Casey stuff has popped up, and but this is another one, and this is not at all like we should be able to get away with this stuff. It's not that. It's not like the police are overdoing it. It's nothing. It's more just remember to know everything about your surroundings and stuff when you're planning a trip or going forward driving. Because I came across an article only written a few days ago, and it was about Teewah Beach in Queensland. So Teewah Beach is basically the beach between like Noosa and Double Island. Is it Double Island? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Double Island Point. So it's like almost the entrance to Fraser Island.
The spot in between it.
Yeah, so Teewah Beach is like the beach beforehand. So it's quite a popular forward driving beach, camping spot, I'm pretty sure. There's plenty of stuff online about Teewah Beach. Like a lot of Queenslanders love going there.
Okay.
Very popular. Right near Fraser Island or Kigara.
You nearly put on a Queensland accent when you said that, yeah.
They say, or WA say that a lot anyway. So across 4 days, the police issued 400 fines on the beach, on the sand.
Okay.
So
what for?
Yeah, so all types of things like speeding, seatbelts, drink driving. The drink driving is obviously a bit more severe, but there was 14 cars deemed defective, and then 400 fines issued. And then there was other stuff like loads, like secure loads. I don't know what they didn't exactly announce, but they had a few photos and examples of like a video or a photo of things being poor. But 400 fines, so 100 fines a day on average. I think it was across a busy period. I think this was over the New Year sort of period.
Yep.
But it got me thinking because a lot of us, I think, and I've been guilty of this before too, without being irresponsible, but you think that you're not sort of privy to the road rules once you hit the sand. So
yeah,
I couldn't do a lot of research on it because a lot of things just said do your research and check that the beach has a speed limit. It may not. Stick to the left if you can. You may not be able to. So there's all these things that are a maybe or an if or a but. But there are plenty of places. So the police have obviously gone here and targeted speeding, seatbelts, that sort of thing. Obviously, drink driving, you can still get done for on the sand. So there's all this stuff.
Of course. I mean, you're in control of a motor vehicle.
You're in control of them
on public land.
Yes. Yeah. So there was just it was just a reminder to me and just probably for everyone to know without saying be a goody two-shoes all the time. Like, have some fun on the sand, obviously, but do it responsibly because you can still be open to that sort of stuff.
I'll say, look, over there, they don't have as many, well, the beach to personnel ratio is vastly different than here.
Yeah, okay.
And the beaches...
As in the numbers on the beach are quite high.
Yeah. So let's take, for instance, let's say if Esperance was Perth and we have beaches like there, we would probably have the same problem.
Yeah.
We have too many people, drink driving, dickheads, and, it's just, you're going to have all that shit and you're going to have to police it because someone's just going to get killed or something. You're off-road, so the same rules still apply, really.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, you got to actually be more conscious of what you're doing off-road as well.
100%, yeah.
And kids use the beaches, all kinds of stuff. And especially when it's really busy,
Yeah.
If you're out in the middle of nowhere, do it, do what you want, but still, you shouldn't be doing these things, you know?
Yeah.
Particularly seatbelts, because on sand, I'm telling you, see, I made this mistake myself. We were on the Great Central Road. We camped on the side somewhere in a riverbed.
Yeah.
And next morning, I gave my daughter a bit of a drive in the car, so she drove around in the sand. And then I said, "All right, just stop here." I didn't have a seatbelt on because we're just going low range. But I forgot to explain to her when you hit the brake in sand, just feather it.
Yeah.
I should have been wearing a seatbelt. She wore a seatbelt. I should have been wearing a seatbelt. And I ate the dashboard.
Yeah.
It was funny because it was low range. Obviously, if we were going, I should have worn a seatbelt.
Yeah.
But that's my point. It's like more likely to roll over a car. Seatbelt's going to help you for not getting out of the car, like when the car's rolling, etc. There's a lot of things, but like it's so busy over there.
Yep.
So the reason why I said let's take Esperance and put up here is because Esperance got more flat beaches. You can go faster on them.
Yeah.
And I believe that speed limits on those types of beaches is generally around, I think, anything above 80 is probably a no-no.
Right.
And the other thing, you can get like washouts. That could be there as well. From big downpour, all of a sudden, bang. Okay, now you just fucked your car as well.
Yeah.
And there was someone who did that down south at Jagerup, the Warren River mouth. Drove at night, didn't see the drop off, smashed his 79. Wheels are like this.
Yeah, right.
But the beaches we have here close to Perth, thankfully they're soft as shit.
Yeah.
So you literally
It's hard to go fast.
Yeah. Well, if you want to be a dickhead on the beach, you're going to get stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you're going to need help. So
Yep.
yeah, and there's less people. But I avoid all local beaches on weekends
Yeah.
because
Numbers are high.
well, yeah, the only time I will drive in and out and feel safe is at night because you can see the lights because you get all that scrubby bush. You can't see the car. So you can come around a corner and I know someone who's actually got, had a front end.
Yeah, right.
They'll both like 40 kilometers per hour.
Yep.
But that's that's 80 kilometers per hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you got dickheads and you got people on motorbikes as well, they come out of nowhere. So there's a lot of potential collisions and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, it sparked my sort of interest because it's like I just don't think about that, and I should, but I think because I will most of the time I'll have my seatbelt on. I won't go being ridiculous at speed if I don't know what the speed limit on the beach is. Like wouldn't drink driving on the beach, but it's just those things that I don't know if everyone thinks of when they do hit the sand. It doesn't cancel out the rules.
Not everyone thinks like that either.
Nah.
On tag-alongs, we've had people that just been drinking a few beers along the way.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
And look, we're in the middle of nowhere. Someone's having a sneaky one. I'm not going to tell them that, I'm not the police.
Yeah.
I'm not there to enforce the law. But if someone's going to be completely shit-faced, then I'll be having words.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And generally speaking, it doesn't happen on a tag-along.
Yeah.
Because, they'll stand out.
Yeah. And I think, like you say at the start, like this Teewah Beach is very, very popular.
You're going to get that issue then.
Yeah. I think there's obviously warrant for the police to be down there and just keeping an eye on things. But I just 400 fines across 4 days shocked me.
Yeah, but it's hard without the context of like what are the fines about.
Yeah, 100%. And that may have been fines to one vehicle, you know what I mean? It could have been 3 fines to one vehicle for whatever it might have been as well. But it just was a good reminder for everyone just to just have a look before. And if you're going to drive onto a beach that you don't know about, just probably just be responsible.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just it was a good reminder to me.
Look, those specific things that we talked about there, I would say stick to all that because in the middle of nowhere, you don't want to be shit faced and then something happens.
Yeah,
because how are you going to get help?
A fire, and then you.
Well, yeah. How are you going to get help for starters? You're not wearing a seatbelt out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, how much freer do you really feel? You know.
Yeah.
And look, I get it sometimes. Like there's a ute. Let's go get the firewood. Everyone jumps in the back.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Yeah.
But the guys who's driving is obviously not going breakneck speed.
Yeah,
and
that's like farmers. Like they're in and out of the car all the time.
Yeah.
And kids, like we've all been in the back of the ute and had a bit of fun. And
that's
very
it.
responsible when you do that stuff. And
just make sure whoever's driving,
is doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, good reminder. Don't want it to be like I didn't want it to be like a bit of a downer, but it was more just around.
Yeah.
Just be mindful that you're not.
Look,
it doesn't cancel the rule.